All right. We have gotten rid of the problem. All right, we're back up and running now. All right, we're doing this thing now. Oh yeah, that's why we were on animation. Of course it died. Of course it died. Who knows? It might actually die again. Let's see if this stream actually likes Blender. All right, what's up, everybody? YouTube Studio. I feel like I gotta be double checking this shit all the time. Crazy because the games you play back not demanding on the PC. No, not at all. It's weird because the game, that Double Dragon game, it crashes on that one. But the other game, yeah, it's got no problem with that. I'm hoping it's not just video games in general because I wanna stream Resident Evil. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. See how much is actually demanding from us. You think they gave you faulty RAM? I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't know. I tested the RAM. The RAM passed. I tested the graphics card. It passed. I tested the CPU. It passed. But something's weird. Something's not right. I almost feel like I gotta take it into like somebody else other than Origin to have a look at it and be like, what's going on here? All right, everybody. Welcome in. Let's get started. Before we get started animating, somebody from my Discord sent me a little animation to review, so that's what I'm going to do real quick. Give a shout out to that person really quick because, you know, my Discord. It's been a long day. My Discord feels like it's been in the air fryer for a long time. It's like gas station sushi that you never want to touch again. So We're gonna take a look at this. Hopefully the sync sketch is still up. And it is. Cool, let's take a look. Yeah, they better not have, I don't get it. Like, I've got, like, the most up-to-date shit. But it probably could be something as simple as just something's loose or not. But I doubt it. It's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird how I'm able to stream this shit. Because of time zones, but it took a class of years, a couple weird back. Hope things have been well. Cool. Finny Game Island. Yeah, today, oh boy, howdy. I can't lie, today's been kind of a drag. But I'm doing good. I actually walked my dog just about 30 minutes ago, and I ran into a skunk of all creatures of the world. All the beautiful, gentle creatures of the world. I ran into a fucking skunk. But I survived, don't worry. Actually kind of startled me a little bit because I was just looking at the back end of his tail and he was in a flower garden and I thought it was a moving bush. I was like, what the fuck am I actually looking at? And then when he took, like, my dog was barking, and when he took off, I survived. Shit! Give me a second, guys. Wonder if it's the universe that's telling me that everything is about ready to unfold on me. There's skunks in the big city. I mean, I don't really live in the big city. Kind of like on top of the big city. Like small outer edges of the big city. What the fuck did I just jump into? Okay. Alrighty then. Twin Seco on Discord sent me this in. We're gonna take a look at it. Let me get rid of this play blast. Sorry about that. Jump in and see what all this is about. Let's see. Yeah, I appreciate it. Finny Gale Island. Surviving. Says, hey Brad, I finally had time to finish the spline polish push, Kratos animation. I'd be happy to get your insight next time you can, but I won't be able to get on stream with my European time zone. No worries. We'll take a look at it. Hopefully I know which one you've actually updated it. So this has got a bunch of notes. This one's got a bunch of notes, I'd assume. Yeah. And this is your new one? Let's see. 20, yep, looks dated, so. All right, let's take a look. Bam! Cool. I mean, you got some good movement in there too. I'd like to see, there's two really, really big spots where I feel like you could improve on this animation. One's like pushing your poses a little more. And two is just, because everything is so quick, Kratos doesn't really feel too big and strong in some of these. So I think we can hold some of these a lot more, particularly like in this part where he's just like beating the hell out of the victim right through here. You could slow a lot of this down. You could add like a couple of frames in between. So it looks like you're at 30 frames per second. So adding a lot more ease in, ease out is really going to help you out with this one. So let's see. He'll just go it from the top. Gets his axe taken away from him. Let's see. Yeah, looks like the axe is like, it almost kind of feels like the axe is moving right before the attack. I think that's because you got like a little bit of this ease in before there. I think one thing that could help, instead of like really think about your idol, what Kratos is doing here in the beginning, because right now it's like he's dead, you know, and then right before the impact he starts to move a little quickly. Really think about what he's doing within these first 20 frames. I would just like think about giving him like maybe like a breathe idle or something like that. Maybe like his, you know, his arms are kind of going up and down, like something like, like something like that. And instead of like rotating the axe kind of back and forward, which is really like the beginning part's kind of catching my eye, maybe just like translating it up and down, just kind of as he's breathing and slowing it down is really going to help kind of like sell not only the weight, but kind of like, the surprise part of it. And then here too, I don't think you need to do the axe rotating because like this is feeling pretty quickly. I think like as it's getting hit, if you can kind of keep the axe angled somewhat, like this as it's getting hit, and then try to see if you can keep the blade fairly in that same angle. It kind of gives it more like the closer the spacing, the more readable and the more heavier, slower it feels. So, that part can help a little bit too. And then right through here, I would say like, let's just, like this part through here, I would say like, let's make sure it's like maybe out of his hand, right around through here. That thing kind of knocked out of his hand through here. And that way you still kind of see the axe. And it feels heavy at the same time too. The part where it does knock out of his hands, holy crap, is that his veins or some shit like that? Hang on. Good God. That's all bulked out. Yeah, I would say like just the kind of the posing that goes from kind of like here to here feels a little A to B. And I think one thing like you can kind of work on is just kind of like watching like his mass in general feels pretty solid the whole way through. So like really think about like what you can do to break this up to make it look like, he really got that thing taken out of his hand, right? You really bend that torso this way, and instead of stretching it out that way, you could have something where it's kind of like more bent that way. Kind of like instead of like just straight, you're kind of adding like some curves to it. I think might help. And then this part right here, just really, really watch his torso. Because right now, I mean, not his torso, but his hips. Because right now, if I go through here, I don't really feel this mass shifting on this part of the leg. Thinking you can really, really pull, his weight a little bit more. Kind of like here, like on that left leg. So we're really feeling like he's really shifting on that leg. And then especially like this part too, really think about like how you can emphasize this pose. He's like, that motherfucker just knocked my axe out of my hand. Right. Something like maybe you could break this up a little bit too. Just something that's less foreshortened, but like a little bit more extended, Something that's got like more emphasis of where we're looking at. Because like right here, like I like the way he's crumpling his hand back, but like he's just so foreshortened through here. If we just kind of break up that angle a little bit, and especially here too, like when he's like grabbing his fist and coming back, like make sure that that's a moment. Really bring that, fist up, like really hit that bicep pose. I think could really help. And then try not to like cover too much of the leg to the I'm sorry, the fist to the leg too. You know, just kind of think of like ways you can really emphasize that posing a little bit. What's up, Jeremy? Wait a minute. Am I looking at the right chat? Oh, crap. I got my... hang on a second, guys. Duranio, thank you for the follow, man. I'm not even looking at the right chat. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome to the stream. Oh, there you all are. You're back. Yeah, I'm back. What's up? Yeah, Skunks. Okay, yeah. What you working on? Oh, I'm just doing a little animation critique for one of my Discord members. I told him I'd do it whenever I got the chance. But yeah, Durrani, thank you so much for the follow. You know what that means? I gotta take a quick break and celebrate our new follower on Twitch. Thank you so much. First follower of the night on my Twitch stream that royally fucked me when I was trying to play my Double Dragon video game. We're not gonna let that stop us, chat, you know. So thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Love all of my followers. Thank you so much. Yes. But my brain scrambled, guys. Almost got attacked by a skunk. My computer crashed 3 times. You know, I almost had to go to the ER. My pet was going crazy today. I thought I was going to have to take a long time to recap and refuel, but you know, as always, streaming really helps. I'll add something. I joined iAnimate because I saw you were there as a teacher. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, that's a big compliment. I don't get too many compliments on here, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Boom. I need to put like a big like thanks emote in the thing. ER, yeah. It's just like there's a bugs going around, you know. So like cold weather and all that shit. And when you have a family, sometimes your kids come home from school with something, you don't know what it is, but it's like, all right, get some rest and everything will be okay. And then that spreads to everybody else. And then when you work from home, if the rest of your family's sick and there's staying home from school and just staying home in general, you have 2 jobs. You are a remote animator, and you're also a nurse too. So it's like pretty much like, you know, you're working 2 jobs at one time. That's how it goes. Let me switch it up a little bit. Hang on, I'm getting quite a good chat. I'm enjoying myself right now. Give me a second, guys. Let me put it on my chill frame so you guys can see this a lot better. There we go. Don't mind the rogue thing. We'll animate her later. Blizzard animator, and you get no compliments. Not on my watch. Ha! Thank you. Yeah, I was a Blizzard ex Blizzard animator. Where are you from? The West Coast, California. But yeah, you know how it goes. You got to play doctor. It's like, I'm bored. I'm a clown. You know, I need help. You know, my car is broken. I'm a mechanic. You know, I am sick. All of a sudden, I'm a doctor. You know, it's like, I don't know where to go. I'm a travel guide. It's like, where should we go on vacation? I'm an expert. You know, like I'm a trip. Just all of a sudden, I got to like transform into like a man of all trades, so to speak. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, this is cute. This is fun. I really love the transition. I think it's really cool because it almost feels like it's in game. The anticipation's feeling pretty good. The kick is feeling a hell of a lot better. For this part, the only thing that I would suggest to amp it up a little bit more is his pose change. So right now the camera's moving, which is good, but his pose just goes from this arm up to basically the arm down, and his body doesn't change at all. You know, so I think we can get it a little bit more of an aggressive stance, you know. Man, if I can get with you as a teacher, I'll go fast as possible. Love your Overwatch stuff a lot. Oh, thank you, Durano. That means a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, just sign up. Normally, like I animate. I'm sorry to derail, but like normally I animate classes. Pretty much just go on account of how many people I have in my class. That's how it's been doing since the beginning of time. So if I have a lot, I'll be able to teach. If not, I'll be able to stream a hell of a lot more. So I help raise a few kids and do not miss it. I lurk in the shadows. Those sentences put together, Prima. I raised a few kids. I lurk in the shadows. It's like, all right, how do I process that? You do not miss it. Hopefully I'll get a couple more years and then I'll be a Frieza bird again. But yeah, this pose change, yeah, I would say like especially with this part, it happens so quick that we get here and here. I think like maybe if we just take the camera and move it down the barrel a little bit, where your boy's kind of like entering, like from this position. We get like more of like a down the barrel type look to it. Now, you don't have to take this like by the book, but if just we can get something a little bit more kind of like like this. Like I'm kind of thinking like a third person type of game. That might help out a little bit more. Just to kind of think it's more of like in-game play type of thing. But the biggest thing that I would like you to try, Twin Zeka, is like really, really, like let's like work on this pose a little bit more. Like because right now his silhouette's kind of like on top of each other. So I would say like if you can, like try to see if you can get something a little bit more Kratos, a little bit more. Not that his foot has to come out too far, but maybe if we can push this one back a little bit, something kind of like. Sorry about my chicken scratch right now. I was given a lot of notes today at work, so I'm kind of still. It's kind of funny because like when I think of God of War, like when I think of Kratos, I think of this, chat. So like I'm a sucker for video game cover art. And it brings me back to this one. So people know this God of War reboot, which is all fine and dandy, but I remember this one in particular, the first God of War game. Jesus, 2005? Oh my God. That's when they had Radio Shack. Nobody knows what the fuck that is. But I think of this, like, look at this. Like, this just looks brutal as shit, right? And obviously, this has an attitude and a time for Kratos. Like, you got Dad Kratos. This is like, this is Chad Kratos. This is like, I got to pay the bills, Kratos, and I'm not happy. He's weighed down by two giant swords, but like, just look at that angle, that battle ready pose, that Sparta pose. Like, I think if we can get a little bit of that into kind of like what you got here, like I'm going, like he's zeroing in on, shit for brains coming at him. And we want to kick his ass really, really bad. I think that leading into what you got is going to really, really help out a lot. Cool kick. Just add a little screen shake with that. I like the rebound. I think, let's see. I would like to see him go out a little bit further before you start pulling him with the camera. I wish I could find a good example of this. Jeez, now he's just extending his arms. But like immediately when he gets kicked, you start following him. Let the body kind of go away from the cam and then push it in afterwards. It's always a trick of the trade. And, Santa Monica, Sony, Arc System Works and all this shit do it all the time. It's kind of like the body leaves first and then the camera pulls in after you. So it's like the camera's chasing after your movements. So I would say, like, let's just have them go out just a little bit before you pull them in, before you pull the camera in. And I think your camera work's going to be feeling pretty good. He loved Radio Shack. The world lost a huge asset there. I know, for real. I'm outraged they didn't include the PSP games. Those were awesome. Oh, and God of War. Yeah, I think they only made one PSP game. Maybe I'm not 100% certain on that, but I do know. I do know they did have a PSP game. Funny enough, I was actually one of the first people to actually put my demo reel on a PSP and take it to SIGGRAPH. This is feeling cool. I think the only thing, when you touch this guy back up, the only thing just to watch out for is how the arms and the legs are coming to a settle. Right now, they just kind of feel like they're stuck on the ground. So just make sure, just give it a little bit of rebound. Little hand up in the air, like you just don't care. And then also to watch these legs, how they're settling, because right now it looks like the knee is going this way and then popping out that way. Just small little detail stuff, that you just need to kind of make sure that connects first. Because the one big thing that gets a lot of us best animators is falls, kills, death animations. We put a lot of emphasis on how heavy the torso is, but we kind of ignore how heavy the arms and the legs are too. And they're pretty damn heavy. What's up, Richie? Okay, I'm going to have to call it a night. It's almost 1 a.m. All right, Prima. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Take care of that dog. I'm sorry. Take care of your cat. All right, my head's still wrapped around my dog, almost getting skunked tonight. Yeah. Take care, Prima. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Get a good plane in there. Oh, for the animation? Yeah, I would say so. I would say, like, just like everybody's test animation, and this is what I usually say, is like make sure you get like some dimension. Right now you've got a graph in there, which is cool. But the big thing is just making sure that the colors are not too mellow. That way we can see everything dimensionally. Don't be afraid to, Twin, to put in some like blocks and stuff, just for like context and perspective. Usually helps out, just to kind of see like what dimension. You don't have to like build a world of like the God of War world in there, but just something for perspective to help us out. And yeah, in this part, so let's see. Yeah. Boom. Cool. Yeah, so last 3 notes. Last 3 notes. The way he comes in, I think it's cool how you're transitioning from here to here, but I think he's coming in too low for this transition. All of a sudden he's here, and then 1 frame, he comes in. I would love to see a little bit more leeway of him coming into frame. So the camera switch is cool, but I would say let's start him a little bit higher, coming in. So like maybe right around here, you start seeing like hints of his foot or some shit like that. We don't see the full body yet, but then the whole, like it kind of just drops into frame. As he lands, I think the camera might be it might move a little too soon, because I know he's catching the axe, but I think it moves, it pans a little too fast. I would like to hold it here a little bit longer and try to see if we don't cut off too much of the victim's body down here. Because like as soon as we see the victim, we see him and he just gets cut out of frame. So I would say like the shake is good, but try to keep him in frame a little bit more. And then the landing itself, right? Like this pose, you're getting there with this pose, but let's really, really push that pose. As soon as he lands, right? Let's see. Put on my spectacles. As soon as he lands, like try to see if he can get that head down a little longer. Try to see if you can bring these arms out a little bit broader. And even you can like hold one hand open. And then you can like have like another one where, you know, there's like a fist or something like that. You know, there's something that just really sells that in, like that squash and stretch. And you can really push like how far his knees are going out to. But yeah, just really amping that pose up, how he's landing. Because like the moment he lands from here, he doesn't really feel like he goes from like landing to standing. He just kind of feels like he's a little confused, like, whoa, you know. And then as soon as you land, you'll have enough space in order to go from that pose to having him stand up a little bit and then bringing his arms down, you know, a little bit more. I love like Hulk and Thing shit. This is probably overemphasizing the idea, you know, but just bringing the arms down a little bit more so you have this here to go to that pose too as well. Don't be afraid to push this arm into perspective. You got a good start. But it's like really, really push it out further in Z plane. And then when the axe comes back, you know, it doesn't have to come this way. You know, you could always bring it in this way too. Or you can do something where if you really want to get fancy with it, you know, just have it be like let's just say like it's something like, I'm trying to think like what would I do with it? Maybe you can maybe it can come in vertically, you know, something like this. So that way he can catch it. It literally goes from like a vertical to like horizontal, and that snap is really going to sell that impact. When he does catch it, really take your time and put emphasis on this catch, because right now it feels like a toy right now. So like I would suspect when he catches something, it's not like catch it with your arm. Like when he catches this, it's going to shift his chest a little bit. So it's going to be like, you know, he's going to grab it, and that force is going to accelerate through his arm, through his chest, and kind of pushing a little bit. If you're looking at my video, it's kind of like that, right? So that way you can feel it. And then, yeah, the last thing I would just say is this happens so rapidly. I think maybe what I would try to do is I would break this down into like 3 keyframes. And then try to hold, because this is 30 frames a second, I would try to hold these 3 keyframes within that pose for maybe like 3 or 4 frames. So right now, this one feels pretty good. It's readable. Maybe just pushing the arm and the shoulders a little higher through here, you know, just so we can see the wind up. Like that one's feeling pretty good. And then also too, like I know fingers are a pain in the ass, but like I tell all my students, suck it. We've got 10 of them, and people read hands more than you believe that they do. So, you know, really, really push kind of like what your hands are emphasizing and what they're doing. Give them attitude. And then, yeah, and I would say, let's see, really, really think about like, okay, yeah, watch this arm, because this kind of makes all the sense in the world. Right now, his arm is at this angle, and then he goes to a straight, and then he goes back to that angle, and then he goes to an opposite angle. So that these pose breakups between these frames are what's catching my eye. You're just seeing that, you're right. You know, you're seeing those angle changes over just a few frames, and that's why it's feeling weightless, and that's why it's feeling really choppy and really stroby. So really think about how you can emphasize and keep that angle. One thing that you can really do is hold that angle. This is like a trick that we did in Overwatch. We hold that angle through here. And then one frame where you break it from this pose to this pose. So just know that you can put an in-between in there if you want to, like even an in-between here. But just make sure that you're holding that angle for longer over these next couple frames to make it feel a little bit more heavy, right? Because that's what's really gonna translate heaviness and translate, you know, how strong his arm is. I know he's like wreaking havoc, right? And you want to make it aggressive. That's cool. And I think what you got going with his torso is feeling nice and heavy too. At the same time, watch the arm too. So like this arm over here, like how fast we see it and disappears and how fast it's moving. That's what, like, see how it's just like it's here. We see it, it disappears, it shows up again, it disappears again, shows up again, right? That's strobe stuff. That's what we're feeling. So try to make sure you're keeping these arms pretty close to each other, like as you're going through. You know, don't be afraid to, I know I'm all over the map with these colors. Don't be afraid to break it if you got to. But keeping it kind of like in frame is really going to help. Sell that heaviness. So yeah, that's what I would try to keep my eye out for when you're doing this. Bam, bam, bam. And then when you get around to polishing this last part, hit me up again. But yeah, that's pretty much all my notes, dude. It's coming along. But yeah, thank you for that. I like shooting. I don't mean to put you on stream, Zeku, but I love seeing people's reference. Arr, arr, arr. Cool. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all the notes. Hope that helped out. Okay. On to animating, right? Shit, the fun never stops with this stream, right? Imagine animating Kratos' hands if he were Spanish or Italian. Not quite sure what that means, but it did make me chuckle. Spanish Kratos. Oh my God! Look at my Gmail accounts, man. Jesus, I'm like been streaming way too much. Let me double check my YouTube live feed before I get into this. We're gonna work on this rogue idol for a second. Yeah, I'm sorry about earlier, gang. My stream was really taking a shit on me. All right, we're good. I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys, I'm gonna get into it really quick. Bear with me. I'm still new to the whole Blender animating process, but just enough to know what I kind of want to do with it. So, are there any must-haves for cinematic animators, or do I need to animate in 30s or 24s? It's good to healthy to do both. 30s are usually done for video games. 24 usually for feature. But I would say 30 to 60 frames a second, believe it or not, really helps out for animators and knowing the difference between the two. How do you get that same effect with just more frames per second, you know? So it's cool. I mean, it's something that you could possibly give it a shot. But ultimately, and then again, Richie, this is, I kind of speak just for a few companies. We just give a shit that you can animate. It doesn't necessarily need to be mocap or keyframe, you know, 24, 30, 60, 100, 120, you know, just as long as you can animate the goods. That's all we care about. We can teach you. Is that Rogue from Xmen or Street Fighter or Capcom? Can't recall. This one that I got in Blender, this is Rogue from Marvel Rivals. And but the little reference thing that I've got there on the side, yeah, this is from, I think it's Xmen versus Street Fighter for sure. Cool. All right, let's get to it. I wonder, yeah, now I wonder. Do. All right. Graph editor in Blender is like all over the map. So if I grab this, does it just show me what I want to show it? No. Okay, can I hide all the other things? Okay, it pasted something. Not the right thing though. This is rotation? Okay, I gotta lock all this stuff. Lock. Can I, is this visually showing it? Let me experiment with something, chat. Sorry, new to Blender, figuring it out. Okay, we've locked everything. That's all we need. I wonder if it carries over. Oh my God, it does it with all of them? Oh man, that's no bueno. And I gotta lock everything? Oh my goodness, okay. Let's try this then. But no, it unlocked it. What the fuck? Only show selected. Right, we just selected this. Do I have to select it? Ah, okay. This actually makes a little bit more sense now. Let's grab this. Can we shift select? Okay, we can undo that for sure. Let's see if this works. Well, it doesn't inherit the bezel, that's for damn sure. So we can't copy and paste it unless anybody else in my chat knows a way. Okay. Infinity hyper combo finish. There you go. Somebody knows what's up. I used to play Rogue and all those. Oh hell yeah! I used to play Gambit. Is this the right curve I'm trying to move? Oh no, this is back and forth. Damn it, Blender is so backwards. Let me get rid of this. This is the one that I'm going for. Z-plane, right? Why does it come in like that? Okay, blue please. Where's my blue? And why is it not locating my channels? Oh my God, okay. Yes, only selected channels. Here's my selected channels. Can I keyframe the selected channels? Only active F curve. There's my active F curve. Dude, what is up with Blender, man? Okay. Chat, I am so confused right now. Here's the little, this is literally the curve I'm trying to animate. Frame selected, please. There we go. All right, we're listening. Okay. This working? And why is my interpolation not automatically going to easing? Jesus, this software. Okay, there we go. There she goes. Sorry, I'm so used to animating in Maya, like I have to wrap my brain around how Blender is naturally different from how I'm used to animating. Yo, Bullet Ant. What's up? What we doing today? Oh, we animating some Rogue. Sugar. We animating Sugar. I always loved Rogue. This is a character that's, you know, been on my list of wanting to animate for a long time. Okay, so if I do that, does it do okay? That is so awkward too. Okay, so let me try something now. Just so I can get away with this. You see, it does that. Why? Frame selected channels. Okay, because I locked it? Because it's Z. Okay. This is the one that I want. Why isn't it active? Oh, it's located here. Okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Z frame. So it's not actually location, is it? Oh my God. Yeah, frame selected. Oh, it's up. Is that why? Oh, it was up. So it's not actually framing selected. It's just giving me its interpolation of it. Okay. So let's do this. No, we can't carry across curves. What the fuck, Blender? There's probably a way to do it. I'm just not clever enough. It's cool to see them putting her back in the game. Felt like they forgot about her for a while. Yeah, you and me both. Like, even in the MCU, guys, like the actual live film, like, it would benefit so much if we actually had a new Rogue and a new Gambit. Well, yeah, Channing Tatum's the new Gambit, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of him. Hot take. All right, you know what? Actually, this is gonna take fucking forever doing it one screen at a time. So let's just animate it. All right, let's do everything. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta unlock everything. Kind of. Yeah, let's unlock everything. All channels, please. Oh, all right. Don't crap out on me now. It's like I'm so used to like animating my own special way in Maya. I like copy and pasting keyframes. Okay. All right. Hang on a second. This is driving me nuts. We've got this in perma stepped mode. How do we take a perma off? Good evening. Yo, what up, Stefan? Stefan, you animating Blender? I'm gonna test you. Animation, okay. I think this is okay. Constant, yeah. This is where we're at. Bizarre. Bezier. I think this should work, right? Nope. Okay, let's give it another chance. I'll be damned if I gotta animate this. Like, okay, that worked. Let's see if this works. And where's all her shit? It's not working! Hell no. Stefan said, hell no. Press T. I don't know about that. Gunky's like, press T. I've reduced everything to obey my own hotkeys, but we can try that. Let me see. What's it called? Key map. Okay, industry components, Blender. Ah, okay. Set keyframe interpolation. Do I have to do that all the time? I thought I could just like... I thought I could just like set it from here, no? F curves. Bizarre, right? Auto clamped. Continuous acceleration. It should save it like this, no? That's interesting though. T, let's see. I'll have to set that as what I've got it so far. Let me adjust this really quick, chat. It's like I feel like I gotta keep these damn preferences open 1000% of the time. All right, animation, editing, blah 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 blah. Dude, where the fuck am I looking for? Okay. What was that? T. Curves, clear, tilt, tilt, tilt. F curves. What's that command called? Clip editor. File browser. Toggle direct. Transform model map. Context toggle. Is that like here too? No. That's context. Graph editor. Say it. Set keyframe interpolation. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Set keyframe interpolation. Does it do caps lock? Set keyframe. How about just interpolation? See, they don't even show up here. F curve. File browser, blah, 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 blah. Graph editor. Global. Toggle channel F editability. Generic. I gotta go, but I'll be talking tomorrow. See you. All right, Bullet Ant. Later. Yo, what's up, Avik? Save preferences when you edit it. Ah, okay. How do I do that? Maybe that might actually just save me a shitload of time. Is it through here? Save preferences. Okay, you got it. So now let's try it. Let's see. Why doesn't it like focus on that shit? It still doesn't do it. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's like I gotta constantly break this shit no matter what. God, Blender is just a pickle. Blender is just a peach, isn't it? Ugh. All right, it's okay. Let's just like fucking. I was gonna do it in the spline, but let's just like do it in blocking for right now. Actually, I wonder if I just do this. Grab everything and then do it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Seriously, how many keys does it need to have? It's one thing. Okay, normalize. Here's a little bit better. Yeah, here's a little better. Okay. Yeah, all right. Now I can kind of see what the fuck I'm actually doing. But the keyframes don't respond on the graph editor. Dude, I didn't select anything. God, the graph editor is such a mystery to me. Like, the one thing that I you know what? Let me do this. Timeline. Okay, this is what I like to see. Keys, right? Keys that I need to do. Now, let me grab my graph editor out of here somewhere. Pull it out. And it's almost as if, like, the crazy thing about Maya, which I'm not like, the crazy thing about Maya to Blender, which I'm not really liking too much, is I just want to see what's being manipulated in the graph editor. In this case, the root is just having Z location, but they're showing all this other garbage that I don't need to even worry about. And it's not even highlighted either. So if I do this, this is exactly what I need to see on normalized. And I frame it correctly, right? So then when I grab something else, like my foot, open my graph editor, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I even looking at right here? Here's a straight tangent. And it's like, I gotta go find what I'm animating. And in this case, it's Z. So here's the snafu. This is animated. At least I think it is. Right, it is animated. This is what's moving, but I do not see the up and down on the cursor. So I have to right click this, frame selected channels, right? Or the animation doesn't even exist. Or did I choose the wrong thing? All right, my bad. I'm sorry, I chose the wrong thing. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as shit. Okay, there I am. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Damn. Also, oh, sorry, Gunky. I'm trying to catch up what you're talking about. Make sure you select all key by revealing hidden key. Select all by pressing A, then converting it to spline. The funny thing is, Gunky, is I got my A key as my play and stop key. Also, if you select two or more of the keys and press the number pad period, it will frame the keys for. Ooh, you see? Like period? You can change that in the preferences. Let me actually look up that stuff real quick. No, Gunky dropping knowledge on me. Let's see, A in the graph editor. All right, what am I actually looking at in the graph editor? The P object, curves. Is it F curves that I'm looking at in here? It's the graph editor, right? Select all, right? Select all in graph editor. And what else did he say? Also, if you press two more keys and press the number period, it will frame on those keys. You can change that in the preferences. Okay. So this period. In graph editor. Frame selected. Okay, number pad. Okay, that's it. Right through here. So frame all and frame selected. Got it. Right. Select all, frame all. Okay, cool. So what the fuck did I change it into here? Let's take a look. Graph editor. I'm assuming it's global. You have curve, frame all. Oh, I actually got it in here too as well. So that's no bueno. I wonder what happened. Frame selected, frame all. All right, let's just do this real quick. Let's try that. H and then I don't know. Select all. My bad. Select all. Control A. Okay. I did that. That's Control A. All the things that I've keyed, right? I wonder, Gunky, is there a delete static command? Delete static keyframe? Did you switch to Blender just to animate this rogue rig? Yeah, unfortunately, all the cool fucking rigs being made today are Blender exclusive. There's a hell of a rigger out there who's just like dumping this stuff out, like giving it away like candy. So I'm just trying to break myself in learning how to animate in Blender while doing like basic common shit that I know in Maya. Okay. So, right. Select, there's like 3 cans for select all. Jesus, it's crazy. All right, let's H. And then, what did Gunky say? It's like 2 more keys and then repeat it. We'll frame those keys for you, okay? Frame all, okay. So here's the keys that are right here, right? H, frame all. And then if you do, what is the period? Opacity to 0 for delete static. What is delete static? So delete static is, say if you do keyframe all, so if I do what I'm doing right here too, right? I'm saying, okay, make a key on all the channels. So I'm assuming every one of these channels has a key on them, right? So let's do this, right? Even though I don't fucking see anything. Let me just put this out of the way just to show. So like as this is going up, let me delete all this. Got this, got translate. Okay, but assuming rotations are there too. Static is basically saying, okay, you've keyed everything, rotations and translations. But if one of these channels aren't doing anything, like they're just keyframing straight linear with just a bunch of keys, but they're not moving anywhere, it'll just delete that curve, you know, and keep everything clean. That's what static key does. I use that all the time in Maya. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't save it. Right. And I lost my preferences. There it is. Okay, that's frame all. That works. Cool. And then this is the part, right? But that bezel, man, that bezel just drives me fucking nuts. So wait, this goes, oh, because I got a keyframe here? Is that why? Dude, why? Oh my God. Just gonna take my time and then animate this like one stretch at a time. Yeah, static keys I love to death. Like it's the tricky thing about going from Blender to from Maya is basically how Blender can't legally name everything the same as Maya, you know? Like translates not translate, it's location, you know. You know, like selecting is not select, it's grabbing. Also, too, I've noticed about these rigs, they have space switching, like torso, parent, root to fly, and to root. And it's cool. It's cool that they actually have implemented space switching without the character bones snapping. But I've also noticed that one thing I do change on my rigs, Gunky, because like you seem to know a lot about Blender, is they have limb follows right through here, which is cool. Like I turn those off, but I wonder if there's a way to actually do this without losing the pose, you know, like just to snap it. I don't really see any commands like that for the properties. I'm curious if like Blender rigs are built this way, like built with these attributes that they give it to you, or maybe not, because I see like the IKFK switching is in there, which is fucking dope. And sometimes like things like just as simple as this, like limb follows don't have snapping, but they do with like other control spacings. You know, just some observations. That's another thing too. The orientation, they have two boxes. It's all right, I'm slowly finding my groove. But that's good, handy information to know, especially on the save settings preferences, yo. Bro, look at this. Look how Blender just renders this shit and says, "Hey, this is what it looks like when it's nice." Isn't that great, guys? Isn't that cool? Maya says, "Fuck you, man. You want to see how pretty it looks? Hit the render button and go make a sandwich." What's the plan for this one? My plan is to get this animating. So far, so okay. Like, I'm hoping like I could just start it off simple, just do like an idle pose of her floating, and then eventually like put like a punch and a kick in there. Should have saw the stream earlier, man. You know, like we were crashing. My computer was crashing, dog. What time is it? I can't even see the time right now. Dude, why does Blender do that? Holy shit. It just like it's like a whole video game thing. Whenever you're doing stuff and go up, the cursor will just like fucking matrix you. Rogue and all those, yeah. Yeah, Rogue was like one of my first like cartoon crushes growing up. I've slightly altered her in here too. I don't know if anybody can tell. Like, I slightly altered the way she looks. Let me actually save this. Yeah, I figure like let me just get a first pass in and I'll just bother with the graph editors afterwards. That's crazy. Bam. Okay, this is still in, let's see, that's still in bezel mode. Whatever the fuck that is. Or tangent mode? What is snapping there? Yeah, what is that move? Where's that move happening? Like all these axes too, I've noticed this in this. In this rig as well. Where is that click happening? What the fuck? Yeah, I just like deleted everything on that foot. Is this like a space switch problem? No. It's definitely switching over this frame, but why? Okay. Fix that. Obey. What the fuck? Did I grab the right one? This is her thing, right? Yeah. Those hips, man. Lethal. Okay, I see. I see where this is going. Why is there like a W algorithm in there? Z quadrant? That's so crazy. Multi-chat is in read only. Okay. Let's add a little bit more to that. Why? I wonder if is Blender kind of that buggy, like where it just says, "Hey, you selected the chest, but my pivot is down here, bro." I mean, do I have to select it multiple times or something? Here's a pivot. Is the chest normally like that? I mean, that's kind of where I want it to be. Maybe this is just an IK thing, right? Chest. It says chest control, but shit, the control's down here. That is the origin of the bone? Interesting. How, because I've noticed that they got this one here too. Set cursor to drag the transform. Is there, Gunky, is there ways that you can, like tell the pivot, no, I want you to turn from here or move it? Like, is that what this little crosshair is meant for? Because I've noticed even on the feet, they got like a bunch of these fucking things, like a bunch of these rigs, kind of like for the front and the back. I mean, if not, we'll just like animate the FK. Just thought I can get away with something. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do the chest from here. It's probably going to need to be translated that way anyway. I wonder if Blender has like a tween machine. Let's grab this chest control. Kind of doing its thing. You can rotate the bone where you want it to, but will also move the origin of the bone, meaning you will also have to translate with the rotation. The yellow bone on her chest controls both tweak blue bone. If you don't like it, just hide the yellow chest bone and animate the blue tweak bone. Okay. Yeah, I figure if like you could isolate something with like a temporary pivot, it's also going to fuck everything else up somehow. The yellow bone on her chest controls both tweak blue bone. How can you tell the difference between the yellow bone and the blue bone? Is there like, are you talking about the color of the controls? Or are there like bones in here? Oh, okay, like these little guys. Let's see. So these are the tweaks, right? The tweak bones. Right, okay. Looks like it's a green, my bad. Okay, I see what you mean now. I didn't even know about these tweak bones in here. Yeah, these rigs are like crazy. Not complicated, but just stacked. which is always good. Like I love rigs that have the necessities that you need. Let's put this bad boy back here. Haney Shams. Oh, Haney's hands. I'm sorry. I can't read today. What's up? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Anim Squad. Appreciate you on board. Let me get that John Cena. Yes! Thank you so much. I appreciate that follow. Why do I have it all displayed? Hide the ones that are cluttering the screen. I would love to do that, but is there a way to just I know how to hide this? Which ones am I looking for? Extras, bones, motions, origins. What's the fastest way to hide them? One by one? Or do I gotta walk through editor and projectiles? Yeah, guide me. Let me know, because I hate fucking working with all these controllers sticking out of my face. Rig UI. Great. Is it in data? Talk to me like I'm a Doberman pincher, guys. I'm still quite new to controls, where it's all managed. I get this is the outliner. I mean, is there a character control in here somewhere? I know Motion Builder has character controls with a little panel with a human on it, but I don't know if Blender has that. Under rig layer, over here. Under rogue rig layer. This is the rig, right? Yeah, this is everything. Pose, rig, rogue. So this is the rig UI. When you guys say rig UI, this part right here, this asset right here, it's in the in panel. Press in to the viewport. It will reveal the side panel. Scroll down. Hover your mouse over the panel directly beside Rogue. Directly beside her. This one right here. This is like the attribute editor, no? Rig layers, rig properties, bone properties. Okay, I get this part, but there's like nothing in it. Yeah, stay on item. There goes my camera. Maybe you guys can see this a little bit better if I did this way. There we go. It's in the items tab. Okay. Rig layers. Okay. IKFK, root effectives. Right, this switches stuff, but like, does this just turn stuff on and off? Scroll down to the bottom. Okay. I see rig layers. Ah, okay, you click this. Gotcha. Torso, fingers. That wasn't so hard, chat. Why didn't you tell me that to begin with? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did it just bump me out of this? Okay. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Tweak controls. Okay. Okay, rigs. Got it. Thank you. Learned something new. Okay, keep the IK. What? Why does it keep throwing me back up the fucking ladder? Here's an extras. Right. IK details. FK, need that. Tweak controls. Take that off. Secondary. Just in general? Secondary? Need that. Take that off. Okay. Keep that. Torso. Need that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that takes it out just a little bit. Cool. You could tab in to close that panel, free up some space. Yeah. That makes sense. Also, Tween Machine is Shift E when you hover over the viewport. Really? No substantive context for activating key set. Let's see. Okay, it's like locked me out. It's making a shit ton of keyframes. Oh, wait a minute. That's just making keys. Is that what I built it to do? Hang on. God, it's been such a while to map all this stuff out. Insert keyframe by name. Okay, it's just insert keyframe. That's probably a better way to do it, right, guys? Just insert keyframe when I want to make a pose. Yeah, I changed my hotkeys. I wouldn't recommend that. Dude, I seriously tried to use with default Blender hotkeys. They suck. They suck hard. I mean, I don't know how you guys do that, but it's just like animating backwards for me. I mean, I could figure out and adjust it on my own stuff, but this is just the way that I'm used to animating. I'll get by. It's just, I gotta find my groove. Oh, but thank you for guiding me along. I'm picking this up a little bit. Mm-hmm. think that's where you went wrong. You changed the hotkeys. I know. Like every time somebody says shift this, do that, it's like I changed everything. You know, but I'm all down for finding out how the commands work and why they work that way. The thing is, like with me for Blender, what's odd to me is that one keyframe is not universal throughout all the panels. It's like if I set something in Shift A in Graph Editor, it doesn't do the same thing while my cursor is in Viewport. And that's like, that bugs the hell out of me that I have to have my cursor inside these panels in order for that to work. You can still use Tween Machine, press T and scroll down to your latest tool. Well, T's translate, or no, actually it's not. Is that global offset? This is the fucking key fit. Oh, okay. Okay, now I fucking understand why this works now. Okay. This is what I was searching for. Holy crap. Okay. I gotta switch that too. Oh yeah, by the way, Avrotron, I got your rigs, buddy. Thank you for that. I'm trying to decide when I animate Rogue, who am I gonna animate her? Who am I gonna animate her beating up? I changed it, damn it. I mean, I could figure out what it is. Like, I mean, if I just take note, which I'm gonna watch this stream back and then like basically just like look at it and be like, okay, what exactly are we looking for? T. Okay, this is your generic stuff in Viewport, right? So what? Graph Editor, 3D view generic context toggle. That's the context toggle though. It's this stuff. Made a Rogue animation. Do you want to see? Sure. Why is this thing here on my fucking screen? Why is this thing selected? Oh, that's right. Because I switched it back. Duh. Damn it, this is what happened when I switched my hotkeys now. Wait, so this is T. Yeah, that's what T does on the viewport. It's just context. Blender is my first program ever animated, but I still recommend going to Preferences, go to Animation tab, check the box, only show F select. See, I think I did that. I think that was one of the first things I did. See, you guys are like scrolling up my chat feed. Recommend go to the Animation tab, check the box, only show F curves. I think I did that though, right? F-curve, high quality drawing, only insert. There's no only F-curve. What the fuck? F-curves, right? Unselected. Okay. What's up, Animate? How's it going? It's going, man. It's going somewhere. We'll make it like Maya. If I go all the way to 0, opacity straight to 0, It doesn't let me go to 0. It's 0.001. Put a link in the chat. It's on Twitter. I might have seen it, Afro. Make sure the opacity is at 0. Yeah, but I can't break it to 0. It's just like, unselected opacity? Because like it won't go to 0. It's 0.001. Is that correct, Gunky? It's a bug, isn't it? I think I did that before, and it was like I couldn't see shit. I'll keep this open just in case. Let's go and animate. I'm getting lessons here. I'm learning how not to suck at Blender. 0 is good? Okay. Good. Oh yeah, look at you. Let's all watch Afro Trans animation. Oh shit, look at your camera work. That's my next thing. I'm gonna have to learn how to do cameras. That's a cool pose, man. Dig it. Why is she like dead? Like, what's up with the Undertaker eyes? Yeah, one day I'll be good at Blender. Good stuff. Yeah, right. Best way to learn. Can you rate my animations too? Yeah. Throw it in the Discord. Are you on my Discord, Gunky? I would love to have you like on my council of how to fucking animate in Blender. Subscribe too if you aren't. Oh wait, it didn't go to oh wait, the Discord is there. Is it there or no? I feel like I'm animating with my elbows. Yeah, last time okay, is my live still going? Yes, it is. That's crazy. YouTube kicked me out of just play blast at the anime. I just play blast at the animation. No, I would love to join. Cool. Yeah, I don't know shit. I don't know why on my stream. If you go to my Twitch, it's usually there. I need to put that on my description too. By the way, thank you guys for the subs. I see you on YouTube. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. My Streamlabs doesn't let me know when I get subs, but it's only allows me to get it on Twitch too as well. Is that Sapsberg? Yes, it is. The mad scientist Brazilian rigger who just doesn't fucking stop. Call him the Candy Man because he's everywhere, giving out candy. Yeah. Let me get that. Get that for you. Dude, seriously? Okay. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the YouTube chat. Oh boy, I hope I don't get spammed. Epstein's, get out. I know he put in like 3 rigs this week. How's that mother, like what the fuck? He's on the gas, dude. Like whatever he's having, I need to politely ask in Portuguese, may I have some, sir? I mean, he loves Marvel Rivals, you know, like I love critiquing the fuck out of Marvel Rivals. By the way, I just dropped the Deadpool video if you guys want to go see it. I need to get back into my YouTube game. Okay, where's this fucking snap coming from? This is driving me crazy. Okay, so remember when you said it's like Maya? I need to select it all. Okay, at least that. Okay, yeah. I guess this is better than nothing, really. Because it's like, where the fuck are my curves at? Okay, so now I got a gink in my animation. Where the fuck is this? Where's this gink at? I'm thinking like it's a... Is it like a space switcher or something? Or is it one of these things? What the f... What? Now? What did I do? Tweak select box. Okay. Like, where the fuck is this snap coming from? Yeah, post your stuff in the feedback. Mr. Gunk. Mr. Gunk is in the Discord. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Show Mr. Gunk some love. Ra's in the Discord too. Oh my god. All the people in from the island are joining. The island boys are in the Discord. How long have I been working in Blender? Not long. Not long to consider myself. I know what I'm doing. Put it this way. This is the first thing I'm really kind of animating in Blender. And I'm just trying to navigate it. I'm trying to put like everything that I know about animation into this process of making it work. I'm in my baby phase of Blender right now. I'm internally crying. I need my bottle. You know, an F curve menu, turn on, only show F curves. Right. Why does it keep fucking minimizing? I have only show selected. Is that correct? Only include F curves and drivers that disable. What the fuck? Why would I hold a caution thing? Create ghost curves. Filters. Show hidden. Only selected. Only show selected F curves. Is that only show selected? No, the other menu where you can change the opacity. Oh, the preferences? I think I did that. Only show these, right? Only show selected. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with my screen, dude? I can't even complete the sentence. What the fuck is happening here? Only to show this one, right? Dude, it's got to be something with my display monitor. You ever had that part like where you opened up Maya and like text came in incredibly small? Yes, that one. Okay, cool. It's in the under view. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. No. Hit the menu. Yeah. It's under view. Yes, that one. Cool. Thank you. All right, we're navigating here. We're getting something. Wish they had selection sets for this. That'd be rad. Dude, why is the bezel fuck? Yeah, I'm sorry. You could tell I'm not patient when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay, here we go, chat. Here we go. This is that witchcraft that we're talking about, right? I selected my FK chain. Animations on the timeline. Okay? Out of everything you guys made me do, where the fuck is this on the F-curve graph editor now? I have to open this up and select it now? Like this? Why is that? Is that like rule of thumb? Like I can't see anything now. Grabbing controls. I see controls. No control, no lines on grab. I know the visibility is 0. But bro, it's like, is there a way to be like, hey, show me the curves. Was that the 0 opacity? You did not save? Fuck! I knew that. Save the preferences. Okay. Hover over all the channel. Okay, hang on. We got some navigation here. Okay, unselect. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Gunky. I'm about to lose my mind over here. I'm like, boy, if my chat's trolling, man, I'm gonna delete y'all. I'm gonna delete all of y'all. Hover over the channels tab and click A to select all the curves. Click the A? Is it just this? Hover over to the channels tab. Like here? No, that's not the channels tab. Blender witchcraft. Dude, I mean, okay, it's like I'm like this with the first couple phases. It's like we're karate kidding right now. You know, I'm painting fences right now. I don't understand how all this is supposed to help me. It's like I always go through this in new relationships, right? It was like this with Motion Builder until I got good at it. This is healthy. Don't mind me cursing and screaming. I'm not taking it out on you guys. It's just how I mellow. You know, it's how I cook. Okay, so this is the crazy stuff. All right, so snap, 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 snap. So we've got a few curves here, right? But I want to see all the curves. You see, like there's hidden stuff in here, right? There's hidden stuff that I got to find. Afrotron said hover over all the channels tab and click A to select all the curves. So hover over this and then what? Hide all? It's like I'm so used to shit just showing up, you know? I wish it could just be as simple as, hey, I'm selecting this. Where's my curves? Which looks like you got to select them individually. No, that's not it. That's not it either. I think A is the hotkey for select all. Oh, yeah. So Shift A. Well, that's not. Okay, let's try this with a different tempo, just so I could understand this. I know I'm putting you all through the ringer right now. Like, trust me, this is what I got to do in order to understand it. Blender. Okay. We're on Blender now. And we got to save preferences now, right? Okay. Here's A. A's not working. Actually, it's still holding. It's still holding like my previous stuff, right? So let's go back to Blender. Let me just do this real quick. Is there a way to reset this? Chat's giving up on me. Shit. I literally gotta keep this fucking thing open. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just save the preferences right here. Let's figure this out. Figure out by doing. There we go. That's the show all. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Bells are. Fuck that. Okay. Break that. There we go. Pop, pop, pop. Right. Okay, grab. Show all. Okay, I got it. That's my show all. There's another pop in here somewhere, but it's like I can't find it. Click, see that? I did show all on there. It does, okay, that's so odd. It's like I gotta drop down in order to have that shit show all. That's crazy. I'll figure that out. Is it like that for you guys? Is it just constantly grabbing stuff and then showing all in Graph Editor? Is that how you guys work on this? Like grab, show all, grab, show all. There we go. Hey Brad, I sent you a video for Be My Users to Blender. It's in the Discord under General. Okay, cool. Thank you, Afro. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Afro. You're a real one. I'll take a look at that tomorrow. I think I'm kind of understanding. I think I'm understanding this just a little bit now. You know what? Let me do this. I'm constantly looking back and forth. Let me do this. Let me just put the graph editor up to where I could fucking see shit. So I'm constantly opening this back and forth. It's driving me absolute balls. Click, click, clickety click. Yeah. That's what's kind of odd. Like, let's see. For now, yes, I added a hide unselected curves to reveal curves on my quick favorites. Yeah, because like here's the thing. Like what I've noticed is I can't just send like because here's kind of like what I was struggling with. Let me downgrade this. Here's kind of like the thing here's like the two-step process that's happening right now. Like I'll grab this, I'll hit show all, nothing will happen if I selecting this. But if I select all this and go show all, then they'll show up, or at least some of it will. Like that, show all, now I see the curves. And I'm curious if it's like, do I select something, highlight all of this and do show all and it just shows up? Like you would think if you just do the top root and do show all, it would show up, but it's not for me. Like I'm having to go through, select them and then show all and then they're there. That's kind of how it's set up for now. In Maya, there's a simple checkbox that you got to do up in the attributes called sync to selection. You select that son of a bitch, you grab a control, and like, bam, whatever you got animated, it's there, you know? I think you're doing a show selected because the others hide when they do that. I really missed that feature. I know, right? Like, Blender, learn something, will ya? Need to reveal hidden curves by pressing Alt-H. Oh my God, here comes the hotkeys. Show hidden, okay. Let's see. Let me try that. Okay, select off. Now they're always showing curves. Like now curves are always on my screen now. Alt-H. Now take them off. Let's select. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that like a... Let's see. Okay, there they are. I see them. Can I select them? No, I can't. Show them all. Grab them. All right, now selections at the top root doesn't work. Blender like Maya. Damn. Okay, Gunky. Here's what I got right now, buddy. I got this, whatever this is, okay? I click off. Everything's still there, right? This is the hide, right? So I'm gonna show hidden. I'm assuming that's what you were trying to get me. Reveal hidden curves, right? So now my curves are these curves, whatever these curves are pretty much tattooed on this graph editor. So let's go back. You're still there. Grabbing something totally different, right? Show hide. Okay, so let's unselect that. Show hide. Okay, let's show the hidden. Nothing's coming up yet. Okay. Click off. You see, but we're still there. It's almost like I'm not selecting anything, but my graph editor says I'm still selecting you right here. Okay. Do I have to click it off in order to show that? Okay, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Yeah. Hold the phone, graph editor, and just do what you're doing right now. Okay, there is fine, but they have animation here. But it's unless I don't have, but yeah, I do. What the fuck? Okay, animation here. Perfect. I am moving this through space, right? Oh no, I don't. Because I don't have animation? Okay. This is not keyframing. Hang on. Why do they show keys here? And now they don't show key. Bro, what the fuck is happening here? What is up with this IKLK chain? This is so, like, this should... Okay. Shift. Key. There's no key here. Those curves are locked. Damn it! You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. I knew that. I knew that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So here's, okay. Keys good. Keys good. But then there's no keys here. Do I just show them? Or do they not have any? There it is. But you have to show them first, right? Is it like unhide and then it works? Okay, so now this is the tattoo part. Okay, they're always showing my upper arms. Okay, get off. Click. See, like, look at that. What is happening here? Okay, hips, perfect. FK, perfect. Upper arm, what's happening? What's different? This is the kind of stuff that drives me insane. We should find a good time to join a call on Discord so I can run down the basics of Blender. I know, right? This like this whole thing is supposed to be for me failing. Me failing at Blender. But I get it. I get it. Fuck, there goes my camera again. No, all good, gang. We'll do that. We'll have a Blender date. Some channels are unchecked. Oh, meaning like the gears? No, the gears don't mean anything. Yeah, all good. Let me blast through this animation. Really wish you could do them through, break the polation through here. No? Yeah, it doesn't let you do that. Interesting. So even if I'm like through here, it doesn't let you break it. Yeah. I'm treating this a lot like a motion builder. Even through here, you can't delete keys through here. I noticed. Oh, this is locked. That's why. Gotcha. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just got to keep an eye on what's locked, what's not. See, now like you're sharpening my eyes, chat. Like you're making sure that I gotta be sure I'm looking there, be sure I'm checking this, be sure I'm using that, you know. And if I did this vector mode, this doesn't work. Interesting, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, perfect. Where's my graph editor? Oh, up here. Duh. Some channels are unchecked. Also turn on the eye icon. Where's the eye icon at? In my graph editor? Yeah, I got them on. Ah, okay. Like they're... Okay, they were off. Okay, I get it. They all have eye icons. That's why they weren't showing up. Gotcha. The main reason you see the curves and it randomly disappears next to it, it boils down to whether the keys are selected or not. I think you should reveal the opacity and the preferences. Yeah. You see, because Gunky, like in the beginning, I did that. They were like, yeah, turn it all the way down to 0 if you want to see something clean. And then when I did that, I remember I turned it back because it was like, wait, I'm not seeing, like I'm not seeing exactly what I want to see. It's just more like I need to select it in order for it to show up. I also noticed that the bevel doesn't only works in what the fuck? It only works in the graph editor. It's all right. It's only just going to take me trial and error. I never really put myself to the ringer with this. I've only just done like very, very simple animations. I'm doing like a prototype for a game with a few friends of mine, and they want me to work on Blender specifically. So I'm working with a very archaic rig and just doing like simple stepped animation, which is totally fine. But for the most part, it's like basically, it's not like anything that I'm polishing right now. It's mostly just like just simple shit, really. It's like I almost wonder if like there's got to be a way. This should have been the one that's like, hey, auto clamped, free vertices. That should work. I don't understand why Blender has the need to keep making my keys and blocked. Brad, have you played around with Cascature? Very little. I find it very useful for adding physics and fixing center mass. Very little, but after I work on my next shot for my turtles one, I'm gonna dabble in that a little bit to see if I can't cut out half the blocking time or motion time with what it can offer. Because the more I'm working on my first shot of turtles, the more I'm like, the sequence I got in my head is demanding a shit ton more than what I've got already. Okay. So, torso, location. Right. Oh, okay, these are all locked. That's right. No, but I'm pulling this one down. This is where I did. Yeah, the crazy thing is, like, as I'm getting into that. That's her hips. Okay. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. There we go. She's shaking a fish. She's like, "Grr, come here." show. See, that's the thing. It's like I'm making keyframes and it's immediately going into clamped. And when I open up these graph editors to find where the fuck these curves are so I could smoothen them out, it doesn't show me. It doesn't show me. Is this it? That's it. Why were they hidden? God. It's like I feel like I gotta keep doing this interpolation, man. Now, how long, Stefan, how long have you been dabbling in cascature? Let me actually stand up, guys. Man, my back is killing me. Oh, my fucking camera's off. Shit. Yeah, I gotta get it. I gotta badly get a new camera. God, I'm so hungry. That's the one thing I hate about too. It's like I noticed, and this is Blender kind of like natural Blender. I've noticed when there's like a auto lock, whenever you grab a control, and if you just move your cursor, it moves the control. Like you're not even clicking or holding anything, it just moves it. That's like one of the biggest reasons why I switched to custom controls, because it just took that feature off for me. I don't know where that feature is located or how to switch it off, but I see it's happening here in the time slider as well too. Like if I'm not clicking on the right thing, like my keyframes will just constantly move. Crank up the opacity so I could see the hidden curves. You got it, boss. Go back to cranking up opacity. Let's just do it that much. I think that's fine. She got boob controls and bun controls, man. I see what you guys are doing. Yeah, I'd be curious to know, like, for anybody who just only priorly works in Blender and moves over to Maya, what the experience is like. We work with a guy on Combo Devils that has that. His name is Happy. He's like a strictly Blender user, but then he jumped over to Maya and he was having the same issue. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Get those hips back up, girl. Wait, how long did I have this for? 86? Yeah. Okay, bro, you can stop clicking on the top part over there. There's like so many like pops and shit like that. So many like bevel parts. That ain't gonna fix anything. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah. Let's see. Upper arm, higher arm. That's interesting. Even though what I didn't know in the graph editor is that even though the top layer has an eyeball that's on, doesn't necessarily mean everything below it is on. That's crazy. I think that's what was screwing me up to begin with. I go back and forth between Maya and Blender. It's actually seamless. All right. Maybe I just suck. But can you do motion builder? If you want to flex. Oh, am I out of frame? There we go. Yeah, at least the short form content is actually recording this time. All right. Said hi. Hi. Interesting. So even though they're hidden and they're shown, you can't just marquee select grab everything. It's got to be selected that way. Huh. Interesting. For me, Maya's English and Blender is Chinese, but written in hexadecimals. I'm reading through it mid or upside down in the dark. Yeah. I'm riding a bike while on fire, sliding on razor blades and diving in alcohol. It will hide it. Yeah. I know. That's probably the Gunky. That's probably the original way that Blender's set up. I've got it to where I can hide everything, but one of my hotkeys is not showing everything. So I think when I was working with you guys earlier, that was like half my problem was why the fuck is everything disappearing? Because I hit everything, and now I got to search for everything. So that's my bad. But that's something I need to understand, like how it works. It's probably the same thing as all you gotta do is press F in the graph editor, and it just shows everything. So, I'm pretty sure there's a due process. But like all things, I just break it. I break it and then I pay for it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, I need to find. Okay. Yeah, let's fix that real quick. Right. Graph editor. Okay. So hide. Yeah. Is it in global or is it in generic? Hide curves, right? Control H is the hide. That's what I got, but I don't have show reveal curves. Alt H. Okay. Reveal curves. Is that what it meant? Show curves, reveal curves, same shit, same language. Let's just try that. There we go. There we go. Hallelujah. See, chat? Like that, we're back on speaking terms. Isn't it fun? Yeah, Gunk. Yeah, I messed up, Gunk. I didn't have the reveal curves in my hotkey assets. That's easy. Shift H, Alt H, hide, reveal. There we go. Now she's smooth. Now she's smooth McGroove. There we go. All right, cool. Now we can smile again. No, right. High five. High five. He can be taught. Okay. The slap happiness. Okay, here's the thing, guys. All right, let me ask Google this because this is driving me nuts. Am I looking at the right one? Okay, buddy boy. Oh, that's right. Everything is in Z location, right? Yeah, okay. Right, okay. If I did that, she comes up. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like the interpolation, I'm so used to Y being up and down, but this one's Z. Okay, my boy. Why? Why does it? Yes, lock. So if I delete, I can't delete everything on this timeline? Wait a second. That is so odd. What does the effect of the hips have to do with the upper arm? Oh, it's pinned. Right, and if I just deleted that, the hips go, right, okay. Okay, all right. They're pinned. It's so fucking weird. Right, I gotta just delete that, yeah. Okay. Starting to figure it out. Starting to figure it out. It's so weird because I want to animate in this time line slider and I don't even want to look at the graph editor. Do you guys animate? Do you guys like tend to animate in timeline or dope sheet? What do you guys like putting your keyframes at? Y up versus Z up is a real untold battle of history. I know, for real. It's like W versus G to grab. Like, what the fuck is that all about? All I need to do is like worry about how to switch these guys from global to loco to El Loco mode. You like the animated graph editor? Yeah, I mean, I animated graph editor. Like that's my poison when it comes to Maya stuff. I'm just not quite comfortable with it yet, I guess. But yeah, I figure like once I get my Blender degree, I'll be jumping in jumping into graph editor in no time. Where we go? We go to 86. There we go. use I use the programs when I try to learn other programs. I would love to pour all my Blender knowledge with a psychic brain link. Man, oh boy howdy, would everybody love to do that. But for now, use ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini. Help you navigate and understand Blender more instead of wasting your time. I mean, I don't really think you guys are wasting my time. I feel like I'm doing fine. I'd much rather have a human person tell me what to do instead of ChatGPT who guesses what it thinks it should do. ChatGPT is not really reliable in a lot of cases. I'll ask it to do something and it'll say, just do this. I'm like, but this is not here. I'm like, oh, you're totally right. You should take a look at this. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't work either. They're like, you caught us. Good thinking, you know? What hotkeys am I using to change the manipulators? Alt W. Or just like these manipulators, just like WER. Same thing as Maya. Brother. Yeah, Yeah, I heard Gemini is a lot more reliable than ChatGPT. See, that's the thing right there. Right there. Yeah, I'll figure out what my tween machine tool is on my own setup hotkeys, and I'll figure that out next time I jump in here for sure. It's kind of good, like when I go back to like not relying on so many manipulators to help with my animation, just so I can kind of figure out what I'm doing. When I use AI, it's always more than one to compare the answers. No shit. Is there an AI for comparing the answers? That would drive me nuts. Smart choice. I might do the same. I mean, yeah, it's like, wait. Is there a difference between Animate and Animate-Studio? I'm thinking I'm talking to the same person. No, like chances are if you see me in Blender, I'm pretty much like duplicating my hotkeys in Maya one for one in Blender. Oh, did I fix that foot pop? Yeah, I did fix that foot pop. Hallelujah. Yeah, I just got to go through the trials to get me going. But that's why I was hoping to stream my failure or my progress, because maybe I could run into Blender experts, and look and behold, I've run into quite a few Blender experts who are like counseling me now. And it's just the more practice you do with anything, the better that you get. Like, I sucked my first month at Motion Builder when I learned it, but now it's like I can do it with my eyes closed. And I think animation-wise, I think kind of more the wiser choice to learn how to animate would be... Oh, let me save. That would be a fucking delicious idea. I think like the smartest choice would probably be like learning how to animate in Unreal and then learning a bit of that caricature too. Not same one, but the name was not available. Okay. Yeah, normally like when I look, I've got quite a few chatters that come into my YouTube and into my Twitch, but they're like, I'm the same person, except I'm number 2. So I'm like, animate number 2. So that's what I was checking. Some people actually give me their real names over. I'm like, what? Don't give me your real name. Or don't tell anybody that. All right, coolio. Let's see. That's a hell of a lot of keyframes, brother. Should I just grab one and grab them all? Yeah, I do. Okay, she is cycling. Now we just need to polish it up. Yeah, I was hoping at least to get like a nice, good, polished idol by the end of this stream. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Probably next stream. I'll probably just try to polish it next stream. But I just want I want it more than anything to understand how to navigate through this fucking software. I think I've got a pretty decent understanding of the graph editor so far, so. And yes, remember that scene from The Matrix? Remember that scene from The Matrix when Neo just like learned a ton of shit in an hour through floppy drives? Like, I wish that was actually a real thing. Love to animate with caricature, but I just love F-curves too much, yeah. Curves in itself are really fun because you could just manipulate them to your will. But I am curious to see like what, I mean, I would make a sucker bet, Gunky, that even if you use caricature, you're still, I mean, I'm still going to end up in the curve editors tightening shit up because it could only give you whatever it wants. And then it's like our jobs as animators to go and break the fucking, you know, break the fucking rules after that. The dream shit, like with AI doing all this crazy shit, why don't they actually put it into fucking educating through your brain? See, that this is the stuff I gotta watch out for. Like, my mouse will grab it and I'm still in there, and it'll say like, hey, your keys are going way over here, son. God, this road character looks so cool. Is that seriously how I did it? Okay, you know what? Let me do this. I do not want to move that. There we go. And then I'll just manipulate this. What is this one called? Okay, that's her pelvis. Gotcha. That's what I should have been animating. Me being a noob. Oh, no shit. So is this one of those gotcha moments in Graph Editor? That's going to be my next. How the fuck do I keep it in Belzar and not stepped when I'm keyframing shit? Yeah, moving that bad boy too fast. Yeah, that's what was happening. And then she stops on the way down. Okay, now I'm going into Graph Editor. Okay, that's rotation. Looking at rotations. It's called location, right? God, that's so weird. Location. Yeah, get rid of that. You're not gonna be a happy clam and just animate my curves. I love Blender, but anime. Yo, Mig, I love anime, but it drives me a bit nuts. Anim Jam. Yeah, you see, like, I love my chat. I love my chat now because we've got pro blenders and we've got anti-blenders, and then we've just got blenders. Twin Zecco, and we got Twin Zecco in the chat too. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome so much for the Anim, but I appreciate it. So we got everybody from every part of the Blender universe, man, pointing fingers at each other like fucking Spider-Man. You know, like we're all in the same boat together, but we're like driving each other nuts. You know. Like, look, Anim Jam already came in and he goes, "Oh my God, Blender." It's all right, guys. It's all right. I mean, I feel like we have to learn this shit. We've gotta understand. We've got to build that bridge. You know, we got to spill some milk. I mean, if people could just make cool fucking rigs in Maya too without forgetting about us, I wouldn't have to open up this software. And you know, like, there's a lot of cool people out there that make a lot of fantastic fucking work in Blender. Don't get me wrong, Blender's like making Maya feel like it's a third grader, you know? It's like you can't figure this out. Hey man, thanks for the feedback on Kratos. Oh, cool, dude. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the live review, but yeah. Okay, all right. It's you. It's shit. Oh God, like my freaking brain's melting right now. Zecco, yeah. Yeah, thanks for showing up on Twitch, dude. Thanks for the follow. The milk has been spilt. Not enough rigs in Maya all the time. I mean, well, yeah, that's just the way it is. It's like how Mandalorian said, it's the way. This is the way. I mean, it's the classic Overwatch versus Marvel rivals. They both exist to make each other better, right? So it's like, at this point in stage, chat, with what we're going through, the way that the new generation of animators is adapting, one cannot exist without the other, right? It's like PB and J, Batman and Joker. You know, you have Blender, you have Maya. and they will both exist to better themselves. So it's like, you know, let's put on big brain mode, man, and like try to see which ones do what the other can't. There's always pros and cons to everything, right? And the way that I see it, it's at the end of the day, what's making the bigger paychecks, right? What's breaking the bank and giving that fat payoff, you know? Leonard got all the cool Anim rigs for some reason. Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to get on some of these guys level. Afrotron dropped animation of Rogue, and I'm like, I'll try to get there. Like, cause I know it's like, yeah, I can do this shit in Maya, but Blender's like another language right now, so we're interpolating it. God, man, my computer seriously doesn't like video games at all. We were trying to play video games earlier, and my computer crashed 3 times. So sorry if I've been spamming your email notifications up with Brad streaming. Is it on Twitter? Yeah, but it's on the Discord too. If you look at Shot Feedback, he dropped it there in Shot Feedback. If you're on my Discord, he's there. Butra's into the Discord. Have you tested Anim Easy? Animbot for Blender looks promising. No. What is that? Anim Easy? What is this? Animate 10 times faster. The ultimate tool set for blenders. Become a Pixar animator in no time. You too will win an Oscar with these 12 fast courses. Shit. Tools. Okay, now the real question. How much is this? Mini, Pro, and Lifetime. Is it just a one set only? Like, is it like a buy done deal? You will get 2 machines, 60 tools, free tutorials, bug fixes, email support, free updates, and new features. One-time buy, huh? Is there any like anything on YouTube about this? The Anim Easy. Why not call it Ninja? Why not call it Ninja Anim? Eugen's in the Discord. The Discord's filling up, yo. Subscription-based payment. I mean, you know, the it's subscription-based payment. Yeah, I get it, but like, it says like per year, but I guess you could just buy it. Best for subscription adverse. Lifetime, man. For fucking lifetime. Buy this hunk of shit and then just get stuck with it, you know? Like most tools are. Yeah, Zeko, thank you for that, man. I'll take a look at that. We're in crawl mode right now. We're in baby mode right now. I'm nowhere near ready to buy more fucking tools. I'm still trying to figure out this tool. Just got a thing going on. I'm like, this shit's putting me to sleep. Subscription-based mod tool. What's up, all you guys are waking up now from Europe over the Great Lake? That's when my audience usually starts waking up around after fucking midnight. How's it going, Brad? Good. Good. I almost got skunked today. Can you believe it? I was out walking my dog, and the first fucking time I actually saw a skunk, a real live skunk. It freaked me out too, because like it was in a bush patch, and it was like my dog was barking. I was like, "What's going on?" And I looked at this bush, and like it almost looked like this bush was dancing. It was doing this. And I was like, "Dude, what the f?" I thought I was thinking like a fucking creature, you know. But I didn't know what I was looking at. I was looking at the ass end of a skunk about ready to spray me. Need to get back into Blender. Been a long time since I animated on it. Yeah, I'm still pretty new to Blender. I've probably only got a month, maybe just dappering in it. But so far, so okay. Like, you know what you do. I know what I need to do in animation. It's just navigating this fucking software and figuring out how to make my life a little bit easier. Navigation hell. Yep. My navigation easy, yeah. Me like my treat me good. Blender hurt. Blender itchy. Blender no good. Will it blend? That's the question. Wonder why they even called it Blender to begin with. I remember going to SIGGRAPH and William Shatner was there and Dick Van Dyke were there. And they were talking about like they're big Lightwave users. I was like, what the fuck is Lightwave? Sounds like something out of a portal. Blender need to burn. I need to get that Elmo emote in my chat. It doesn't need to burn. Just needs to deep fry a little bit. You know, put some let it marinate in pickle juice for a little bit. Put it in that air fryer, man. 12 minutes. Give it a little Parmesan, man. Eat this shit up. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta take the garbage out too. Damn, I forgot about that. It's fucking cold outside too. I will say Blender's UI is so clean compared to Maya. I know, right? It's got a smooth, dark look to it. And you know what? You know what I like about Blender? It actually has colors. It has colors for fucking buttons. Maya basically runs on 3 colors. Ass, shit, and gray. That's it. And I never really understood that too. Like 2009 Maya had a little bit more of a kind of like a, what do I want to say? Kind of like a pattern to it. There we go. Did I really work on Overwatch? Yes, of course I worked on Overwatch. Overwatch 1 and 2. Not no more. I'm making fighting games. Now I'm really working for the toxic community. Streaming on YouTube. Yep, streaming on YouTube and Twitch. soon to be on Kick and TikTok. And Kickcock. I will be on Kickcock. And Tick. Okay, I was like, who asked him that? Yeah, like I got like chats coming in from everywhere. I've been taking a break from TikTok too, because that community, that media platform is toxic AF. As soon as I started streaming on TikTok, like, I immediately got bombarded with your game looks like ass. It's like, it's not even a game. Yeah, TikTok's terrible. Well, the audience there is. They're just a bunch of gooners, man. They're only there for one thing. I'm there to bore the hell out of them. No way, really. I mean, yeah, man. Have you ever gone to TikTok and clicked on live and just keep scrolling, dude? Just all females with their gazungas hanging out, talking about who the fuck knows because nobody's listening to them. you know. I mean, that's just facts. No, Ray, I'll ruin my algo if I do that. It's just animation stuff on TikTok. Yeah, better refresh your algo. And be sure to delete you Google and how do I refresh my algo. Leave no evidence behind. It's like, that's all your Google says. Like, how do I delete my history? Like everything. But bro, there's like a lot of animation content. There isn't a lot. I know there isn't. I mean, the only thing that's infesting the fucking world of doom scrolling is AI. It's just AI slop. World's changing. But I mean, unfortunately, Eugen, it's the place that I have to trespass into in order to bring, you know, viewership to my brand. It's like that's where everybody hangs out is TikTok. The trick is, how do I appeal to the goldfish minded brain that is those that just want to keep scrolling? You know, how do you hook somebody like that with animation that takes fucking forever? Maybe I just need to put on a furry outfit, you know, or just be animated or some shit like that. Start farming some of them. You know, that's the long-term plan. That's the long-term game plan, guys. You know, we fish out to TikTok, get the viewership going, we get, like, you know, subscribers and stuff, and then we just bail the fuck out of there. We burn it, we torch it, we delete our account, you know. And we sanitize. Yo, a person, what's up? Not much. How you doing, man? I was just talking about how my computer doesn't like me video gaming and streaming at the same time. I crashed 3 times today. But I'm feeling a lot better since I'm actually talking to people, talking to good folk. All right, we're gonna lift this hand up. Did I hear about Blue Point? Yeah, Yeah, just that sucks, man. That would hurt. It's like thinking about them, man. They did not have a miss. That one AI generator got pretty hard. The C dance. Yep. C dance is the talk of the town right now. Now, since that shit with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise went viral, Hollywood's actually trying to do something now. But what I thought was hilarious was they were like trying to protect both of them like they needed work. You know, like we're providing the financial security of our actors. I'm like, brother, they don't need financial security, man. Maybe your crew and everybody that works underneath you needs that. I just like how they worded it really pissed me off. It made me want to say, fuck you, and then start generating more AI stuff. C dances are doomed. Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, I mean, even though there's a bunch of fucking problems, like minor problems with it, I don't think that matters to the cultivated audience who it's hammering to. If you think about it, guys, holy shit, what was it? A long time ago, we've always fantasized about a fantasy machine, you know? Who would win? Hulk versus Superman, you know? Chris Hemsworth, Thor versus Kratos. You know, Spider-Man versus the Joker. Who would win? And now people are just fucking producing it. They're producing scenarios, you know? People are just spitting shit out. But the trigger that a lot of people are using is, this is the future. You guys are burned. Hollywood is finished. We are the masters now, blah, 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 blah. You know, like AI will take your jobs and yada, yada, yada. But the biggest thing is you always got to follow the money. And since it's the Wild West, people are going to do whatever they fucking can to monetize this, to make money off of this, no matter what. There's only so much that hype, clout, and likes can get you until they actually try to utilize this to monetize shit. Right now, this C dance or whatever, whoever's like giving this out to people to use, they're monetizing off of this. You know, they're giving you the ability to make whatever fantasies you want to come true, right? And that's what everybody's doing, right? They're chasing after that attention high, you know, that clout high, that instant gratification that whatever I'm doing and putting out is good, right? And it's sparking a lot of controversy too. But the ones that are, you know, in the industry making the money, they're trying to protect themselves from people utilizing what they've got in order to take away from them, right? So it's just a natural reaction, you know? It's nothing filled with AI girls promoting OnlyFans. It's nuts. I know, right? I mean, but if you think about it, it's not that far off from making a cartoon character and profiting off of that, because that's what AI is. It's just a fictional character, you know? So, and the strange, odd behavioral part of that is like now people are buying into that too. And the people that are pissed off about it are OnlyFans people. You know, they're mad at that. So, yeah, guys, I mean, it's kind of like the writing is not too far from on the wall. It's kind of becoming a part where what we do is becoming traditionalized. So, and I've always been saying this too. I was never ever turned off to what AI is producing, like saying, don't buy into it, don't support it, don't do whatever. I was always under the mindset like, look, this shit is coming. So what can it do to help us make our jobs better? Like to make what we do better? How can it be utilized to help us in what we do? because that's what we do as animators, you know, hard truth and hard fact. Like we got to adapt. Like we have to adapt to shit. That's what it is to be an artist. You know, you have to adapt. When I started animation, I was drawing, and then they were like, guess what? Drawing ain't gonna pay the bills anymore, buddy. It's all digital now. It's all 3D now. So I moved to 3D, right? And ever since then, I was like, there's always gonna come a time and part where you're gonna take that next jump, that next, you know, that next stretch, like the winds change, so to speak. So where is it gonna be in the next 10 years? I don't know. Certainly, I will say this, and I'll be really honest with you guys too. The one thing about animation that I can't stand more than anything is how long it takes for us to do what we know we can do. Is how long it takes to make art. And if something can be produced faster in the way that can make it look good, awesome. The trouble is that right now, AI will only give it what you tell it to in the way that it thinks it looks fine. When in reality, when you put that into, so to speak, like a production environment, whether you're the solo creator or not, you are gonna have changes. You're gonna have fixes. You are gonna have notes. So how do you reproduce those videos that are coming out? And they have problems with it. We all see them. The mentally challenged and less attractive folk who don't care about our art don't care about that at all. They just want a quick fix. They want like a hype, a buzz, just something funny to watch. You know, that's kind of the audience that AI slop has pandered to. Somebody who just wants like to have a quick high off of something. So what I think is, you know, how is this going to be monetized? How are people going to eventually take this and try to pay for it? You know, that's the real question. You follow the money. Where does the money get put into? And right now it's all getting put into AI, but AI is also losing a lot of money too. So after the dust settles, it's all going to rely on one thing, right? Is this going to be something that people are intelligently attracted to say, this speaks to me? Or is that this just something that I can goof around with and get a high off of for 5 to 8 seconds, so to speak? I'll tell you one thing. I noticed the AI videos, but I'm not rushing back to rewatch them, so to speak, if that makes any sense. You know, it's like, I'm not like, oh, let me look up that one AI video again that was hilarious or funny or something that's really, there was only one that got to me. It was a Ninja Turtles one, but that's me being a Ninja Turtles fan. I just think that shit's silly. Anyway, holy hell, what time is it? 12:30? You know, movies, animation, and art speak to me. I'm always going back and watching that, but like AI stuff, it's just like, and I feel like the world or most people have like, because right now our brains are trained, our brains are learning and trained to think, is this real? Is this AI? You know, so it's like right now you're kind of second guessing everything that's getting plugged to you. And it's starting to give like a false advertisement vibe, you know, like sort of like, you know, this shit isn't real. It's fake. It's not, you know, it shouldn't be taken seriously. It's kind of goofy, so to speak. So I'm almost thinking, in a way, people are kind of understanding, you know, what I want to say, like what medium is being produced naturally and what has like soul and vision to it and very entertaining things to it versus something that's just produced to give you a quick laugh and just have your attention taken, you know, if that makes any sense. Goat Soda's Remember Reach video. Yeah. Because, like, here's the thing. If I can do something that says, give me a spin kick, or give me a quick idle, or give me, like, somebody doing a crouch animation, or running behind this wall. If I can, like, harness something that can give me quick animation quickly, and all I got to do is just edit and adjust it, I'd be all down for that. Cascature is kind of something that does that too, but it's like, you can't do that with C-Dance because it's all visual. And people are like, oh, these are the future of video games because I made a C-Dance video of Kratos. I'm like, bro, you're not going to be able to interact and play with that. How the fuck is that going to, like, how do you even put that into a system? It's all visuals right now. So, you know, that's just the case. However, though, I am curious to see if C-Dance is able to render shit, because not gonna lie, I saw some guy did a test footage of Spider-Man. He had like a clip from Spider-Man. He just put it in C-Dance and he said, make this look like Arcane. And it came out and shit looked pretty damn good. I was like, ooh, maybe this could be a good renderer, you know, if anything. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, it's like, for me, to everybody who hates it, I understand, because there's always going to be conflict. I get it. I'm with you. But at the same time, logically, and the intelligent thing to be saying to yourself is, okay, what are the advantages of this in my field? How can it be used? And also, how can it be used? What are its pros and its cons? What can it do and what can it do? You know, so that way you're more the smartest artist in the room. You saw the one that Arcane Kobe Bryant went? You have Cartwheel for that? It gives you simple animations and word phrases. Yes, I do have Cartwheel for that, but Cartwheel can't do everything. I'm going to make a video of that soon. I'm already testing the shit out of it too. It can't do subtle things and it can't do dynamic things too. There is animation software that's actually picking up anime fight style, which I think is pretty interesting. But yeah, their library is pretty good, but typing stuff out has a lot of problems. And their video reference, I noticed, like, it has limitations. You know, it can't do subtle stuff very well, and it can't do parkour stuff too well either. Like, if there's somebody like jumping over a building and like planting their hands on something like that, like, Cartwheel can't pick that up. You know, it can't pick stuff up. Have I tried Quick Magic? Not yet. You try Quick Magic, huh, Stefan? I see you got a video for that. I need to try that. I need to try both again. Guys, both products, right? Quick Magic, Cartwheel, Blender, Maya, you know, steak and eggs, peanut butter, jelly, cornbread, beans, you know, boobs, butts, you know, which one? It can't exist. You know, they all got to be together. I mean, like, the Lakers need the heat, you know? I mean, one guy made a really good point. I'm like, I mean, if the Lakers are the only basketball team that exists, would people just want to go watch them over and over and over again? Like, no, they need competitors. They need people to play against in order to make it entertaining, right? You couldn't have Shawn Michaels without Bret Hart, vice versa. You couldn't have Hulk Hogan without Sting. You couldn't have Kane without The Undertaker. You couldn't have Stone Cold without Vince McMahon. Couldn't have El Pacquiao. You couldn't have shit, like, fucking slipping my mind right now. Like Floyd Mayweather, you know, same shit. So I don't got to use a dumpster fire that is Blender. There you go. Like, choose a side. Pick what you'd like to do. Me, I like to try a little bit of everything. Or, you know, there's nothing wrong with, like, just zeroing in on what you do best, right? Like, if 2D is your thing, keep doing 2D. If Maya is your thing, God bless you, keep doing Maya. Blender's your thing, keep doing Blender. It's like, for me, it's like, for now, I just got to worry about maintaining a job at the moment, because the industry is really changing right now, guys. It's like really changing. And more of the layoffs means more competition for me. Chill. Bro said, chill. Just chill, dudes. Chill. Give peace a chance. You be about to be the main thing of the gacha games? I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, UA is a hell of a software, but just for a one-man army, you gotta be like Mr. fucking Wonderful in order to do that by yourself. I'm more interested in collabing with a lot of people on the internet, like fucking ASAP Berg, you know, like you guys right here. It's like, imagine what we could all do together if we were just like, let's just do something. I mean, that's exactly what the industry is going right now. There's so many indie studios out right now. You're basically just saying they're sticking it to the AAA and doing their own thing. And you know what's happening? The universe is rewarding them for it. Gladly animate on ZZZ. Yeah, that's what I told. Tribute Games when I was trying to learn my pixel art. They were probably like just rolling their eyes and were like, "Shut the fuck up, you weird white dude," and make better fighting games. Indie market is great. It's overrun by it, but here's the thing though. You ever notice how the tide turns? You know how many video games were made in last year alone? Like, take a crack at how many games you think came out just by the indie devs alone. Give up. Steam alone, kind of around 15,000 games, right? Just on Steam alone, right? And globally, with everybody coming together, 60,000, somewhere around there. Bro. Not even in somebody's lifetime could you play that many games from beginning to end. Clowning Ichio too? No, probably not. Probably even more. But that's the thing, right? Even the Giga Trash ones too. There's so many games to where the point is people will just not waste their time with anything below the bar that excites them, right? So it's like, how do you appeal to that audience? Does your game have soul? Does it have meaning? Does it have that fun factor, right? Or is it that garbo that people are just typing into a chat GBT to say, make this for me, right? I love how people come in with the perspective by saying that I am a genius only if I had this piece of hardware to do this fast for me, quickly for me, and cool for me. Then I would be appreciated. To where the average other person would play that and say, sure, but it's not right because of this, and that. You don't see the future. This is the future. You're just hating, right? It's like that whole mental mindset. You know, why are good games good? Why are they fun? Do you think they just like threw that in the easy bake oven, wrote a couple of lines in ChatGPT, and it just spat that out? No. No, it took time, it took a crew, it took collaboration, it took testing, it took failing, it took reviewing, it took QAs, it took people's time, people's talent to detail every iota, to get feedback, to learn, to grow, to deliver, and to get rewarded. That's the way I kind of see it, you know. I think the most appeal to a niche audience like a Game Fear and Hunger looks terrible out of a boy that a great game. Yeah. I mean, hey, look what it took for Overwatch to get back to actually doing the right thing. A fucking Rivals game. As soon as that came out and people said, good, Overwatch was like, okay, what the fuck are we doing wrong? And that's what it takes. Competition, you know? Now they both exist, right? And then let the community cry away their tears. But in theory, they're just making each other better. That's a good, healthy, that's a good place to be. And then GTA 6 is going to come out and like stop the world. The world will literally stop. Nobody will be productive. You know, stock market's going to crash. Housing market's going to collapse. You know, people like single parents are going to be left behind. Children are going to be unattended to. Dogs and cats are going to be living together. You know, the president's going to take off for a day. You know, the Capitol's going to put a hold. There's going to be pillage and plunder everywhere. The internet is going to be destroyed when that game drops. Yeah, exactly. Everything is going to go back to the dark ages. Everyone quits their, exactly. Yeah. Like, that's when the internet will absolutely delete itself. It will be the end. Like, everything will go back to the Stone Age. Also, you could see glorious HD twerking on stripper poles and 120 frames a second. GTA 6 is gonna be so crazy. Oh no, oh yeah, most definitely. Be a great day to be working at Rockstar when that place drops. But I mean, I don't know. I heard some people got laid off of Rockstar recently, which kind of sucks. Or stop spinning. Yeah, definitely. Okay, guys. I'm sorry to cut it short. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna catch back up in this. We're gonna polish it. Sorry, like you guys got me on a ramble. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. I gotta call it, but I appreciate it like always. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. It's been really fun. You made a really shitty day better. You know, I had a really tough start this morning. There's a lot of craziness happening. I'm not going to get into details, but definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you for all the new subs. Thank you to the new followers too, especially everybody that joined in. I appreciate it. Twins Echo, Hannah Hands. I want to say Hanny's Hands, Duraniel, I am Thomas, Primakama. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Stay safe, stay healthy, guys. I'll see you guys around. And yeah, till next time. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.